Well, here I am. It's Sunday morning. I think it's the 11th of December. I've been bad. I lied to y'all. I finished up the coat rack almost. I've got it this far. I finished all the fitting, the joining, glued it, put the pegs in here through the tenon, and I have 2 coats of polyurethane on it. So I'm going to get the last coat of polyurethane on and put the hooks in. I put 1 coat on the back. I think that's enough. But I want to sand it between coats, so I thought I'd at least make another video. I don't know if anybody's ever going to see these or not. Let me find some sandpaper. Anyway, but I like to do a little fine sanding between coats of the polyurethane. Then you got to get all the dust off, and it'll make for a nice smooth finish. And I think 3 coats of polyurethane is going to be plenty. But I did screw up. I've got all the routing done along the edges. And if you notice, I'll get a little closer. This side has got less stuff on it, like all the bug holes and everything else. And it was really clean. I had it all done and finished and sanded down to about 300. And then when I routed it, I routed on the wrong side, so you get all the flaws in the wood. Hey, that's my life. What can I say? Well, if there's a mistake to be made, I'm going to make it. Anyway, I'm just going to sand it out, and it is what it is. That's all I can say. But this afternoon, this will be dry enough for me to go ahead and get the hooks on, and I'm done. Now, the only issue is hanging it. I have no clue what's in their wall. So my plan is to send them some screws and what do you call it? It's to set the screws in. It's a bit that makes a head for a flathead screw. Anyway, I'm going to send him that so he can make his own bevels, and I prefer this thing to be put into studs if it's possible. I don't trust just anchors. So anyway, we'll see. He's handy enough, he can do it. I mean, I could put holes, I could put mounting holes here and there, but I just don't trust sheetrock anchors. So we'll see how that works out. I'll get all this sanded down and get a nice coat of poly on it. It's my last coat. Kind of cool in here, but I have it set on 66 degrees, but it's a little cooler down here. But the polyurethane seems to dry okay. Make sure we get it all sanded. So I'm not a perfect woodworker yet, but there's less mistakes in this than anything else I've ever done. I use my little router table to make the route, and I'm not a big router person. I've never used a router that much. When I started off as a carpenter, we built our own cabinets and we put our own Formica on, and we never used a router. We did it by hand with a block plane and file and sandpaper. But router's the way to go. They're great. So, this is about done. Yeah, there's a couple of little funny things on the routing, but for the major part, it's pretty good. It looks impressive, even with the mistakes. I like it. Let's see, let's get a rag. Get all this fine dust off. Oh, shoot. I forgot all about that. I had put nails in here to keep it up off the ground, off the workbench, so when I paint it, it doesn't stick or anything. And I forgot it was on the nails. Now I scratched up the back. But that's okay. It is the back. But you know, that's my life. If there's a mistake, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna make it. But I'll get through it. Mistakes are part of the learning process. As long as you don't make the same mistake over and over. There's a little scratch right there. What is all that? Give it a little extra sanding. Okay. Well, I took that out. Okay, that looks good. Now, we'll put it back up on our little 4-penny nails, and I can coat it without any issues down here. So, let's find our brush. Polyurethane. So, I got tired of a can, so I put it in a glass jar. Just remember, anytime you put something in a glass jar, use a wide mouth. Don't use a small mouth. Because now I can't get the paintbrush in it. Well, we make do with it, so. Oh, stir it. Stir, not shaken. Always says put a thin coat on, but boy, that's hard. For me. You know, I always thought if a little bit does a little good, a whole lot do a heap of good. This should be nice and smooth and pretty. Okay. I'm trying to put it on thin, but I learned a trick. Take a sponge brush, and when I'm done, I go back over it lightly like this. And that kind of thins it out and makes it smooth. I saw them doing that on one of my boat building videos I'm watching. And I did try finding some editing software, but it didn't work for me. I'm still working on maybe doing some editing. But in the meantime, you just get raw footage. Whether you can hear me, whether you can see me, I have no clue. And what I'm going to do is I'll stop the video when I get this all painted up. And I'll start it back up again late this afternoon when I put the hooks on. So mainly, I think I'm producing this video for my son. He's the only one watching it. I haven't put it out on the internet. I don't care. I'm doing this for me. But I have been watching some boat building videos. They're pretty cool. The Tally Ho, it has 450,000 subscribers. Every video gets 300,000-400,000 views. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. It's amazing video to watch. It's called Tally Ho. It's the very first thing I ever binge watched. It was really cool. I started I started like episode 65, then 54, then all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, these are numbered. I bet there's a number 1. So I went and found number 1, found the whole list, and started at the beginning. They were probably on, well, I caught up at 85. I had no idea what they were on when I first started. It took me about 3 weeks to catch up. And the one really disappointing thing was, when I caught up, I had no more videos to watch. Boy, was I bummed. I think I got it all coated. Just go back and smooth out the lines. Just brush there. Anyway, then I was watching the Today Show about 2 months ago. And there's another one called Acorn to Arabella, Journey of a Wooden Boat. Guy in his, I'd say, early 30s, lived on a farm, pretty good woodworker and carpenter. Decided he wanted to build a boat, and he wanted to build it out of the wood on his property. He'd never built a boat before. He's never even sailed. Talk about adventurous. That guy's full of adventure. So I got this little sponge brushes and a little spot I didn't get. Anyway, I watched them doing this, and they have some pretty good outcomes on their finishes. So anyway, the Acorn to Arabella, it's I'm not caught up yet. I started it about 2 months ago. When I started, they were already on over 200. I think they're on episode 240 or something right now. But I'm catching up. I'm on 216, 217. I really want to catch up. So, anyway, these, my videos, I don't know what's ever going to happen to them. They're on the internet. Who knows? I really don't care. I'm just doing it. I'm out in the shop working. There'll be times I might be outside working. I'll do that too. A day in the life of Shorty. Who knows what I'm going to do? I got to fix the outside light. Our motion sensor light's broken, so I got to go fix it. I've got 12 elderberry trees to go plant. Got to do that too. But it's been raining for a week. It's raining now. We also have a bunch of migrating birds outside right now, American robins. They're everywhere. There's hundreds of them. Okay. I think that's good. We're good. So, I gotta leave the shop. I can't make any dust. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry, put the hooks on, and I'll catch you on the other side. So this is my morning on a day of the life of Shorty. I'll come turn the camera off. Hope it's been running.